It's a party, baby.
What's going on, everybody? It is a Friday night, and that means it's time for Friday Night SmackDown. And I'm flying solo tonight. You got me solo. Tazzy couldn't join, unfortunately, tonight because he had a subscription that he was paying an ungodly amount of money, $50 a week, basically, for SmackDown, and he didn't want to pay it anymore, which can't blame him. So he will not be joining us because he doesn't have a subscription anymore. And Jeff, have to say to him, happy birthday. It is Jeff's birthday today. So he is celebrating his birthday with his kids. So, of course, much more important that he does that, and wishing Jeff, of course, a happy birthday. He's at a Brazilian steakhouse tonight, so I'm sure he's having a great time there. So, yeah, so it's just me. It's just Joe. But welcome in. This is going to be what seems to be a big show. Of course, the only real previews you had were it's going to be the Bloodline, so the Usos against Drew and Sheamus for the titles, which is a interesting match. Should be a good one. We've got Charlotte is going to come out and talk. Of course, had that big return of Charlotte last week, and we're going to hear from Charlotte tonight. So it should be interesting to see what Charlotte has to say after coming and basically taking out Ronda and winning that title. So we'll see if there's any ramifications, and if Ronda is going to come out maybe and demand some sort of rematch because of the pretenses in which she lost. Also, I think we have Ricochet tonight against Top Dollar. So that is for entrant into the Royal Rumble. So they're starting the Royal Rumble entrance matches. So that is tonight as well. And I'm expecting to hear from Bray Wyatt tonight also. Can't be happy about what happened last week with Howdy and how he took him out. So kind of expecting we'll get a promo. I don't know if we'll get an in-ring promo from him tonight, but I'm expecting some sort of promo from Bray Wyatt tonight, as well as we get closer and closer to the Rumble and closer to the Pitch Black match. Maybe we'll get to hear a little bit about that tonight as well. All right, let me see who's here. Let's see, we've got Jose is here. Uncle Howdy is not Brock Lesnar. We have James Grant. Hey, James. Derek Fleming is here under the weather, but happy birthday, Jeff. Yes. Anthony Slade is here. We've got Roxanne. Will this show you the whole SmackDown? No. This is a watch along. If we showed the whole SmackDown, we would not be here because they would cancel our channel and this stream and the whole 9 yards. So no, if you want to watch SmackDown, you got to watch it on Fox or the other affiliates who end up carrying it on a Friday night. If you're overseas, it's probably something different, but yeah, no, we will not. Dylan is here. We've got Brandon Wayne Lewis. We've got Zeke. We have Annette Morris. Hey, Annette. We have Isaac. How are you? We have Diana. What's going on? We have John Kessler. Jason Peace is here. We have James Chadwick. What's up, James? We have Sean Rousset. Hey, Sean. We have John Kessler. I mentioned John. I think I got to. We have Lewis. What's up, Lewis? Almighty Black Adam is here. We have Big Dan. I'm going solo like Gene Simmons on the album he got for Christmas. Yes, I am going solo like the vaunted Kiss solo albums of the 1970s. Yes. Let's see. Some people are saying Uncle Howdy, maybe Edge John Kessler. Don't think so. He's not tall enough. Remember, Edge is very tall. He's like 6'5". So he would have been taller than Bray. So I don't think so. Nicole, hey, Nicole, how are you? Doing well. Hope you are as well. Mark is here. Hey, Mark. Bonkers is here. And I think I've got everybody. Yeah, I think I've got everybody. All right. Well, let's get the festivities out of the way first. So after tonight, of course, Sunday, I hope you can all come out on Sunday because Sunday is going to be a really, really fun show and a really big show for us. It is our TIGS Awards show. So that is the This Is Good Shit Awards that we do every year since the start of our show. And we're doing them for 2022. Of course, you voted. They are your winners that we will be reading out that you voted for in 10 different categories, and then we'll give you ours. And then after that, big special announcement for membership streams. We will be doing our new membership streams. You'll get all the details, all of what we're going to include, which I think a lot of you are going to be really happy for. We really tried to go out of the way with this. Jeff and I were conversating about it the other night, really trying to make it interactive for you guys, that it's going to be worth that little bit of money you're going to pay. So really excited about that. And then after the announcement for that, we will go to our what is coming up, or what our predictions are for 2023. So big show Sunday night. Try to join us if you can, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Abby's window on Monday, of course, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Jody. I know Jody is away. She's working out of her area. I know she was up meeting Brittany Kay, I believe. So Jody is away on business. I don't know if she'll be back on Monday, but we'll keep you posted on that. And then as we roll around, next week's a big week for Impact. Thursday night, Impact Wrestling Watch Along is the go-home show. So we will do that. And after the show ends, we will do our predictions for Hard to Kill, which is Friday. Friday the 13th, my favorite day of the year, is the Impact pay-per-view. So next week we'll be doing double duty with the Impact pay-per-view, and of course trying to keep our eyes on what's going on with SmackDown. So that's what we've got coming up. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like on the stream for us tonight. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well, so you can be notified about when we have future content. Now, the other big elephant in the room, and I'm just going to get this out of the way first, because me personally, and I was talking to some people today on Twitter, I think it is completely overblown. Completely overblown. This stuff with Vince. Guys, just from me to you, chill. Just chill. I really don't think it's going to mean what everybody's panicking. And I've seen people saying, oh my God, they're going to let go of Bray. Oh my God, Vince is going to come in and everybody's going to quit. Oh my God. No, guys, just calm down. This is business. Okay. This is business. This is all CEO stuff. The article originated from the Wall Street Journal. They don't put out articles about wrestling. They put articles about business. Vince is coming back because he wants to position himself back in the CEO chair, basically, to be able to negotiate new TV deals. Both USA Network and Fox are up next year, so they want to get prepared. They want to start negotiating. And Vince also, I guess there's rumblings about maybe he's looking to sell the company, which, hey, could happen. Listen, those rumors were going around for years. So maybe that will take place as well. But Vince himself, and then Stephanie today, and Triple H today, and all of them made an announcement that, and of course this was Vince's quote, that he is not changing anything. So yeah, people really need to calm down. Listen, I get it. I know a lot of people don't like Vince. They don't trust Vince. They what Vince did with the roster, the last 2-3 years and the creative and all. I get it, but he's not getting rid of Stephanie. She's still where she is. Nick Khan is still where he is. Triple H is still in charge of creative. The sky is not falling. So just chill. It's all going to be okay. Take a deep breath. And let it out like yoga, right? Just chill. It's not a big deal. There are dirt sheets making it out to be a big deal. Of course they are. This is big news for them. That they're going to be all over this. So again, just chill and relax. It's not as bad as what everybody thinks it is. Okay. Let's just let it play out. Let's not worry about it. And that's what I said. I made the announcement on Twitter. We're going to just chill out and watch wrestling tonight. We're not going to worry about Vince and stuff like that. Listen, he's a billionaire. What do billionaires want to do ultimately? They want to make money. They want to make money. And right now, WWE just made over $1 billion. So do you think he wants to screw with that? He wants money. So that's what billionaires want to do. They want money. So everything's going fine. Everything will be fine. So that's the other big thing. Some people are asking about Howdy. Yes, there's been rumors about Howdy in the backstage area, which kind of knew you were going to get some of this, but I'll tell you, I love it because the rumors are that no one knows who he is. And whoever is Howdy apparently is backstage, and he is not letting on who he is or telling anyone who he is. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. I love it because the more people they keep from knowing, the less it escapes to the dirt sheets. So brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And, I know Jody mentioned this on Abby's. Jeff mentioned it. Dom was talking about it. And I said the same thing. I don't think you're going to get a reveal. I don't think they're going to take his mask off. I don't think they're going to tell us who Howdy is. And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't need to know who he is. And the longer they drag it out, I'm fine with it. I don't need to know who he is. I don't think it lends itself to the story. I don't think we need to know who he really is. And we may never. So I love that too. All right. We got about 3 minutes to go until showtime. James Chadwick saying F dirt sheets. Yes. They just like to start controversy. That's what they get paid for. Let's see. Dodgers finally got rid of Trevor Bauer. Good riddance. Saudi Arabia might want to try and buy W. No, that won't happen. I don't think. They're James, you gotta kind of think logically sometimes, right? You really think Saudi Arabia, with all the big companies in the world, are going to buy them away from Disney or Fox or Google? Or come on, I doubt it. I highly doubt that. John G, what's up with you? If anything, I say they go to Disney because Disney already owns Fox and Fox already has SmackDown. So if anything, my choice would probably be Disney. And people panicked, of course, about that too. Oh my God, they're going to go to Disney. Oh my God, Disney's going to make it like, all this stuff's going to be for kids, blah, blah, blah. Guys, again, on Disney Plus, there is now Deadpool, which are rated R. There are the Netflix superheroes. So Luke Cage, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Punisher, rated R. So, again, they're not, listen, again, billionaires like to make billions. They want to make money. So NBC could be an option. I don't know. NBC is not as strong as they used to be. And they're not as big as Disney. So the only thing I think would prevent Disney from doing it is maybe because of too many things that they own. Maybe you'll have monopoly things. That's stuff that's way over my head and much bigger than me. So many more important people, they're discussing that, other than me, that I would never be privy to. So let's see. If WWE goes to Disney, the Marvel crossover potential would be very intriguing. Yeah, I mean, they could do that. They could use some of their properties and stuff like that with WWE things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, why not? Why not? All right. So let's see what we're gonna get first. I'm kind of thinking we might get Charlotte to open the show. Would kind of seem like the right way to start it. We'll see what happens. Hope you're all doing well. I know that there's some real bad weather out in the California side of the country. They call it a bomb cyclone. Very scary term. It's just a line of big storms, one after another after another. It's kind of like a hurricane. Had to say, I just saw the ad for football. The player, of course, who was Damar Hamlin, who miraculously, almost according to doctors, has spoken today. They took the breathing tube out. He's breathing on his own. He's talking to people, talked to his teammates on the Buffalo Bills. Very exciting. So happy for him and his family. Very scary thing. And he's recovered. So amazing. And the doctors all say they don't think, there's any brain damage, which fantastic news. About as good as news as you could get about that. By the way, I got to say this to Twitter. Really not happy with Twitter. Let's see what we get, and I'll continue my thoughts. It's coming live from Memphis, Tennessee. Impact does a lot of work in Tennessee. Looks like they're pretty sold out. Oh, the Bloodline is back. And boy, these guys are just blowing things up. These guys are reminding me of the NWO, right? They're just coming in and blowing stuff up and throwing stuff around. And Sammy's on the table. And Solo Sikoa. I mean, they're just wrecking places. Sami got beat by Cena and Kevin Owens. Thank God he's thank God. I'm so glad he's awake and speaking. Yes. Power of prayer. Yes, absolutely. And Roman Reigns. Oh, Roman's here. Okay. All right. Roxanne just answered your question. Roman is here along with the wise man, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman coming down to the ring. So here we go. Can't imagine Roman's too happy about them losing to KO. And of course, John Cena. So can't imagine he's too happy about the result. And let's see what the tribal chief has to say after his 20-minute walk to the ring. Hey, Jeremy, how are you? Roman is here. Wasn't even advertised. Correct. They're keeping it from us, aren't they? They're not letting us know. A little bit of surprises. Remember when they were in Tennessee and AJ during his feud with Cena made reference to having experience with idiots in Tennessee. A reference to TNA. What is Vince going to do with WWE? Nothing. Jeremy, nothing. Again, it's above our heads. It's money, money, money. That's all it's about. Don't concern yourself with it. It's not going to change what we're seeing on TV. Nothing. Nothing at all. Sami, well, there's a little smile from Roman. Kind of a half smile. Crowd in Memphis is into it here. The Bloodline a little apprehensive out by the table. This entrance will take, he'll be done around 8:30. He'll be to the ring by about 8:30. And they're showing some highlights from last Friday. Of course, this was the tag team match. John Cena. Sami, of course, coming in. Cena gets the pin. Misses the Superman punch. This is a cool moment. Attitude adjustment, stunner, cover, and Kevin Owens and John Cena get the win. Isaac says, this entrance gives me chills every time. Yeah, it's good. It's one of the better entrances in wrestling. So hard to believe, isn't it, that this is still going on strong? There's not too many like storylines like this or factions like this that last as long as this does. You could think of a few, the NWO, the Four Horsemen, of course. But these things, especially nowadays, they don't go on this long. But they keep breathing new life into it, right? With Sami and with the things that they've been doing. So Solo and stuff like that, just breathing new life into the storyline. And it just keeps going on and on. I would like it if they swerved us and did Owens versus Cena versus Reigns for the title at Rumble. I think John Cena already said he wouldn't be at, might have been Mania though. I think he said he wouldn't be at WrestleMania this year. Jason says, I heard Triple H is planning on continuing the NWO Bloodline attacks on both shows, and he will strip Roman of the titles. Interesting. Yeah, Jeremy, I really don't think you need to worry about it. All right, so entrance over, and we're going to hear from Roman Reigns. Let's see what he's got to say. He's smiling, so okay, maybe not too upset. Chanting Usi. Crowd's chanting Usi. Jimmy Uso laughing in the background. Heyman threw him the mic, and I guess he caught it out of him, and you heard Heyman go, oh, what a catch. The tribal teeth. Man, those teeth. They give off the brightest glow, don't they? Memphis, Tennessee. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. And they do. For the most part. Some boos there too. Getting a lot of Usi chants from the Memphis crowd. Sami liking it. Consulting the wise man. We're going to start things differently tonight, says Roman. And a smile on his face. I'm going to give you what you want. He wants to hear from the honorary Oos. Uh-oh. 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 I mean, Sammy's pretty happy about this. I don't know that he should be happy, though. Roman's going to... Sami says, my tribal chief. Brandon says, oh, boy. Might be the time they turn on him. I don't know if they'll do a full turn. It might be the start of it if they want to go that way. Sami says this year belongs to the bloodline. Roman smiles. Roman likes that. Said Monday Night Raw, we showed up to send the message. Solo won. Usos and Sami Zayn won. Sami says we're sending a message this year. The character reigns went from 2014, 2022. Big change. She used to hate this guy. Used to hate this guy's guts. Now one, if not the most over wrestler currently in WWE. Yeah. Michael King. Hey, Michael. Uh-oh. Talk about this year. Uh-oh. Sami looking a little nervous. Look at the nervous look on his face. What do you think happened? Well, we all know what happened. Didn't go well. He lost. Yeah, he did. He did. Planting the seeds. Yes. Isn't that cool when that works that way? Shane Brown thinks they're going to turn. Roman saying it's not in his DNA to lose. Says, I didn't lose. He lost. Oh, the blame go. My shoulders were. Sami. Says we're moving forward. Roman said it's confusing to me. Oh, boy. Why did you guarantee a win? It's embarrassing. Oh, boy. Says, I'm like Babe Ruth. And then you failed to deliver. Oh, not good. Not good. Do you want to be the tribal chief? Oh, man. Are you trying to be like me? Look at Paul Heyman in the back. It would be so cool to see Ray. That could happen, Nicole. It could very well happen. There's rumors that are saying that that's the backup plan if that they can't get The Rock, and it's not looking like they might. So it could be that could be the backup plan. Wow. Do you want to be me? Look at Sami. Oh, look at he's berating Sami, and Kevin Owens' music comes on. Paul Heyman was like astonished, had a hand over his face. Kevin Owens probably came out at a good time because I don't know what would have happened to Sami there. Man, he freaked out on him. It's getting good. This is getting good. Let's see what Kevin has to say. KO at the mic. He's telling Roman to take a deep breath. So you have some misdirected anger. So the last time I saw you like this, I was the cause. Problem is not, wow, he's sticking up for Sami. Mm. Oh. Wow, okay. Kevin Owens challenging Roman Reigns for the match at the Rumble for the titles. So the only thing I want you to do is leave forever. Whoa! I'll see you when you manage to dig your balls out of Roman's pocket. Oh, boy. Roman calling over Paul Heyman. Wow. Huh? Okay. Well, there you go. We're going to get Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. And Sammy's got to find his balls. Hey, Gus, how are you? Owens beat the Bloodline all by himself. OMG, says Brandon Wayne Lewis. The night after the Rumble comes the full turn, if that's the case, or even the Rumble, just a hunch. Brandon Barnes says, wow, big opening moment there. Really kind of looks like some of the people in the chat were saying that that it could be indeed what we were thinking. It could be that Sami Zayn is going to end up turning on Roman Reigns, and maybe that's. Could you imagine? Do you guys imagine if Sami Zayn? Who would have thought, right? The last, I'm sure the last person before he got involved with the Bloodline, the last person you would think that could take both those titles off of Roman Reigns would have been Sami Zayn, the last person. So could you imagine if he takes one or both of those titles from Roman Reigns and ends this? Sami freaking Zayn does it. I mean, that's show the crowd would. Oh my god, the crowd would go nuts. The crowd would be so into Sami. They already are, and oh, it would be. Listen, we talked about this, right? Coaster Maniacs, what's going on? Michael King, some other people came in. We talked about this on our show a few times. To beat a big heel, you have to have a huge baby face. That's just how it has to happen. You have to build that person up in order to make it believable to have him take that title away from the powerhouse that is Roman Reigns. It's a huge David and Goliath story as well, right? Sammy's the little guy. Roman's this big godlike figure. So you've got that going. You've got and like I said, man, oh man, the crowd will pop huge for Sami Zayn. It will be the biggest match of Sami Zayn's career. And listen, the guy deserves it. He's a great worker. Look what he's done. He pretty much himself was the one who put more fun and more, kind of, what's the word, newness into the Bloodline, right? As to what he did. It's Dan saying it's like a Rocky story. It's an underdog story, right? So now Roman is I mean, Sami looked like a scolded dog, right? Like JR used to say when Roman was screaming at him. But if they do this, there will come a time when Sami will turn around and all of a sudden he'll start to take him. Maybe his buddy Kevin will stand with him and he'll start to convince him that he can actually beat Roman Reigns. So I think that would be amazing. I know everybody's still talking about The Rock, guys. I don't know. I wouldn't get my hopes up over that. Simply because The Rock has XFL or his football league coming up this year. He's got so many things going on, movies and things like that, that it's just maybe not possible. And so, but personally, to me, the Rock thing would be cool, but where do you go with that? The Rock isn't going to win the title. He's going to lose. So that would just continue the Bloodline story on. And it would be, while it'd be cool to see him, I don't know. I don't know. I think I like the Sami stuff better. So I'm all in on this. I think it's fantastic. And we you guys all saw it coming. We all saw it coming. So we've got it is Charlotte Flair. Look at that wheel she pulls up in. The Queen and the new champion is here. Johnny Bates, what's going on, Johnny? How are you? By God, Coaster and Joe in the same stream. Yes. The Queen returns to SmackDown on Fox tonight. Well, of course she does. She just pulled in. Of course she does. Isaac saying we want Andrade. That could be a thing. The New Day are here. Okay. Crowd liking it. So it's the New Day. Xavier Woods has his trumpet. And they're sporting their NXT titles. Kofi Kingston is going to wrestle. Mrs. Andrade, yes. Maybe 2024. Yeah, The Rock, I've said this a lot too. The Rock thing doesn't need titles. They don't need titles. There's no reason for it. If you want The Rock to wrestle Roman, at that point, it's for the title of the tribal chief. That's all you need. You don't need titles because The Rock can't carry him. He's not going to win, and he's not going to wrestle anymore. So what would happen if he did win? Well, the titles just go up for grabs. If you're going to do that, you just have someone win. I mean, so Roman, that's it's not going to be a title match. There's no reason to have that. I want Big E to come out. DS kills H-Town. Just hang out at ringside. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Big E again, wouldn't it? We've got Legado del Fantasma with a little confrontation in the back with the New Day. This ought to be good. This ought to be good if those two go at it. The Royal Rumble. $30-man, we all know. The winner earns the main event match. We'll get into our predictions for the Rumble. Of course, before we might delve into that a little bit on Sunday night as well. Legado del Fantasma on their way down to the ring. I'm sure that Zelina is accompanying them. Yes. I forgot they're NXT champs. If Cody faces Roman, Cody will win. I just, I would have said that, all day long, that I would have said that Cody would win the Rumble. The only thing you don't know about that is, first of all, is Cody ready to go? Completely ready to go. I know they said he's been training and stuff like that, but is he completely ready to go? That's first. Second is, the buildup has to kind of be there. And right now there's really no buildup, other than that promo we got from Cody saying that he wanted to win the title. There's really nothing there between him and Roman. So they would really have to start that almost immediately after the Rumble. And then, what do you do with the whole thing with Sami? Like that whole storyline. I don't know. I just don't know if they're going to do the Cody thing. They're going to pull that trigger right away. They may wait a little longer with that. You'll have to have a heel take the belt off of Sami, right? And then maybe that would be the time where Cody steps up and takes and then goes after the person who takes the title off of Sami. I hope we get more from Bray tonight. Yeah, I would think so. Listen, we're close to Royal Rumble. We're not that far away, just a few weeks. So I don't think they're going to let that rest without having him here. I think there'll be something. I don't know what it'll be. I'm guessing a promo, maybe. I don't even know if it'll be an in-ring thing. But we should get something tonight. We should get something. James Chadwick says Santos Escobar is a damn star. I got to remember to put your comments up there. Dalton Riley says true. Kofi up and over the corner. Nice elbow shot from Escobar, and down goes Kofi. WWE Raw anniversary. Yeah, the anniversary show that's in Philadelphia, actually. The Triple X, the 30th anniversary is coming up soon. Reigns vacates. Isaac, I don't think they like the vacating thing. I don't think they like doing that. It makes for a mess sometimes. Dalton, he is celebrating his birthday. It's his birthday today, so he is out with his kids. Tazzy couldn't make it, unfortunately, tonight because he was paying like $50 a pop every time he wanted to watch SmackDown early. So he, doesn't want to do that anymore, and I can't say that I blame him. Moda's here. What's up, Moda? We're going to get some sort of significant payoff, but not a full one at Rumble as it pertains to Bray, and I can't wait. Yes, Jody is on the road for her job, I believe. She just happened to be going through Pennsylvania and like out Western Pennsylvania. I think she said she's in Ohio. And they met up, like her and Brittany met up. And I think they had dinner or something like that. Yeah. I agree with the vacated situation. Yeah, it just can get messy. That can get messy when they do that whole vacated thing, because then they have to have a tournament. And, again, when you go, if you're going to take that strap off of Roman after all this time, it's got to be someone. It's got to be a good way to do it. You've got to have something believable, or people are going to lose interest. And so, yeah, it's a slippery slope that you're walking on with that. WWE's booked Sami so well, they basically thrown a Cody Roman match into disarray. Cody challenging Roman instead of Sami could cause fans. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, because of them doing this whole thing, with Sami, yes, it did kind of push that maybe to the back burner a little bit. And maybe I just can't think of who. Well, you guys can tell me. Who would you have as a heel take the title if indeed Sami wins and he is and he of course is the face in this situation? What heel would you have take the title from Sami? You've got Austin Theory already has a belt and on Raw. So what heel would you think that you can build up to take that title off of Sami Zayn that maybe can face Cody Rhodes? Who give me some ideas. Let me know. Throw it up in chat. Who would you like to see take the title? If that were to happen, if Sami were to win it, who would you like to see take the title off of Sami? Zeke says here's another thing to remember. Sami and Roman had one title match last year, and Brock Lesnar screwed him out of it. Cody maybe takes the U.S. title off of Theory at Mania. It would work well with his American Nightmare gimmick. Nice to see NXT Championship belts being featured on the main event, like shows like Raw and SmackDown. I feel when Triple H took over one of the stipulations with that NXT belts being on the main shows more often. Yeah, I heard a good interview tonight for those who are NXT fans. I don't get to watch it as much, but I heard a good interview on Busted Open with Grayson Waller. I kind of think after hearing that Grayson might take that title off of oh my gosh, Braun Breaker. That might see the end of Braun's run, because it could be that he might show up at the Rumble. Would make sense. And a guy like Grayson Waller, I think he's a good heel. Bobby Lashley. I think John Kessler, what we're going to get, and I'm excited about it, with Bobby Lashley is that I think they're going to reform the Hurt Business. That's what I think is going to happen there. And that's fantastic because they should have gone on longer. They were amazing. All through COVID, they were fantastic. And I hope that happens. It looks that way because they were talking in the back last week on Raw. So I'm hoping they reform their Hurt Business. Love them. Absolutely love them. We love tourneys, Joe, but agreed that Roman can't just vacate the title after this long of a run unless the serious medical. Yeah, I agree. Drew at Money in the Bank. Yeah, okay. I mean, are you going to throw Drew back in there though, with Roman again, or I don't know. Maybe. Hey, Sean Suslowitz, how are you? Yeah, I love Gray. Yeah, Grayson's really, really good. He's going to be a really good heel. He already is. But SmackDown is back. Yes. We got Xavier Woods blowing the trumpet and scaring Santos Escobar from behind. Finn Balor. Braun Breaker is main roster bound. He's got big dollar signs all over him. Yeah, Braun Breaker is kind of a no-brainer for the Rumble, I would think. Hello, Hassan. How are you? Doing well. I'm flying solo tonight. I think this is the first time I've done a show on my own. So it's pretty cool. It's like my old DJ days when I was talking to people on air and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I just worry about Braun because he's going to be money and he needs to be money when he comes up to Raw or SmackDown in the form of titles or significant opponents. Dantana King says Sammy's time is coming to an end. It would appear that way. In the Bloodline, yes. It would appear that way. Nice move here from Kofi Kingston. Cover 1, 2. Close. Kick out at 2. Nice move there from Santos. And Seth is now hurt that. Yeah, did anyone get confirmation on that? I haven't seen it. I mean, I've been looking too. I've been Googling it. I've been looking online to see if there was any confirmation that Seth is actually hurt. I didn't see anything, Isaac. If you saw something, kindly let me know where you saw it if it was confirmed, because I'd like to know, because I've been looking for it everywhere and I can't find anything. I hope not. It would suck, but they already lost AJ Styles. They lose AJ and Seth. That's 2 big major players that they will lose. So, Jeff, what's up with you? How are you? No Jeff or Tazzy tonight, Jeff, just me. What about a heel Montez Ford taking ooh, okay. All right. There was supposed to be a big push for Montez Ford. Okay. I like that. I can deal with that. Drew and Sheamus winning tonight, says Dantana King. I don't know. You think they're going to take those titles? I don't know. I would think at this point with them too that they would, if they're going to lose those straps, I think they're going to lose them at a pay-per-view. I would think they're going to lose them at a pay-per-view. Sad about Sami. They could have extended the story for a while longer, but all good things come to. I think at least what they're saying on the dirt sheets mode is that this was a replacement story basically for The Rock. If they couldn't get The Rock, is that this was kind of a backup to a backup plan. There's a cover, another 2 count, kicks out. So this was kind of the replacement to the replacement. Of course, Cody, I think, was another plan, was like plan B. And then, he got hurt. So they're going kind of to plan C, and plan C probably worked out way better than they ever thought it would. So, I think you'll see a Ford push toward the back half of this year, and I would pick him as a dark horse to win the Rumble. Okay. How about the first ever co-Money in the Bank holders, Ryan Sykes, a.k.a. Johnny Bates, and Warren Sykes? Who do I think is going to win the Rumble? If Cody enters, Cody. I mean, would Roman just turn over and give Sami a shot at his title? I don't think so. So who could win it? What about Sami Zayn? Get a title shot, right? What if Sami enters? What if Sami's like an entrance and they're kind of shocked that he did, and he gets in there, and what if he wins? There's his in, right? Theirs is in, but will lead to the good storyline too, because Sami could be kind of embarrassed that he won and stuff like that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Santos Escobar gets the win. Wow, that's big. Okay. Big win for Santos Escobar. That's huge. That's huge for them. Robbie Nix, how are you? What's going on? Sorry I'm late. Nah, no worries. Basically, you just missed it. Well, you did. You missed the beginning with the Bloodline where Roman was just about to go off on Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens came down and actually kind of stopped it and kind of saved Sami in a way, because Roman was really snapped. I mean, he snapped out. That was the biggest, temper tantrum we've seen from Roman in a while. And of course, Kevin Owens came out then and challenged Roman Reigns to the title match, and that is now official. There you can see on your screen, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. So Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Right, Sami. Again, there's Sami looking very distraught. Sami on the outside of the Bloodline door. Sami said he has to talk to Roman. Said, I'm not trying to do anything. Paul Heyman says now is not the time. Oh, man. The whole Bloodline kind of turning their backs on Sami. Shmooly. He calls him Shmooly. Paul said he still loves him. Doesn't this remind you a lot, though, of when Sami was first trying to get in with them and how he was always on the outside of the door looking in? I think we're going backwards, guys. I think Sami's going backwards. He's locked out of the room. And not good news for Sami. Not good news for Sami. On the outside looking in. Looks like he's going to cry. Yeah, he's upset. He's upset. I mean, I would be too, right? You're the number one guy on the number one faction, and now all of a sudden, not anymore. Very fleeting, right? Not anymore. Mark says, uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh indeed. Cody will be at the Rumble. It's too perfect of a storyline to win the Rumble an hour away from where Dusty was born. Could be. If the bidding war of 2024 works out, well, talk about the whole thing that MJF talks about. I really tend to think that that's all more talk than it is anything, Zeke. Listen, Tony Khan is not letting MJF leave AEW. Just not. He's going to sign him. He'll give him whatever he wants. MJF is too good a heel, too good at what he does. He's not going to let him walk. If you were booking a Bloodline turn on Sami, would you allow blood? Oh, I don't know. I think as wrestling spectators, we kind of get, I don't know, is blood a necessary thing? I think it works in some stories. Obviously it works for some wrestlers. Sami Callihan in Impact is definitely one of them. It's just part of their DNA. Moxley, of course, that's just their thing. But I don't know. I don't know that WWE is ever going to go back to that. You saw some blood, right? A little bit of blood this past Monday with Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss. Whether they were busted up just from wrestling, which could very well be. It looked like Alexa had a busted lip, but she had blood on her. And then, of course, Bianca looked like she busted her lip or her nose and it bled on her too. So, I think that kind of thing, I think is good for matches. Obviously, if you get those violent matches, the cage matches and the death matches and the stuff like that, and Impact and stuff like that, sure. I mean, it fits that, and I dig it. There's certain people who love it. James Chadwick loves that kind of thing, and yeah, I don't know that WWE would bring it back though, unless it. I don't know. It's a good question. Seth Rollins tweeted. What did he tweet? If Roman turns on Sami, I think Solo goes to confront Roman. Dantana says, what if they said last two-man standing get a shot at whichever title they're able to choose day one or day two? Yeah, there were people saying that maybe Roman would wrestle twice, like once for one title, once for another. I know that's been going around the rumor mill. So beginning alerts all day. Breaking news about Vince running the show. Yes. No wrestlers are walking out, Robbie. No wrestlers have walked out. No, that's a bunch of garbage. Nah, that's a bunch of garbage. You got to watch what you read. People are going absolutely ballistic about this Vince news, and it's really not necessary. It's really not necessary. There's not enough going on there that people should be really that upset about. It's all business. It's all business. Liv Morgan. Liv talking about the Royal Rumble. Liv says she lives for chaos. Liv says she wants to enter first. Okay. Full Metal Mayhem match for HTK could get bloody. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I wouldn't doubt it will. It's Friday the 13th. It's kind of a perfect night for that. 30-woman Royal Rumble match. Winner earns the main event championship. That's going to be a good one to watch too. Just watch out for our two Impact people. If Mickie James happened to lose to Jordynne Grace for the Impact title this week, or even if she wins, don't be surprised if Mickie and her husband, Nick Aldis, both show up in WWE. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Michael Cole talking about howdy. So here we go. We're getting a look at last Friday. Cole said howdy and Bray stood side by side. Right here, it looked as if they were going to jump LA Knight, right? And then nope. Uncle Howdy, Sister Abigail to Bray, and LA Knight took off. This is giving him the heebie-jeebies. Here's LA Knight. Okay, here we go. Let me talk to you. Oh, God. The song Walking in Memphis? Come on. That's a good song. Nobody feels good about Memphis. Pipe down. Bray Wyatt's fans blew up in his face. Couldn't keep his goons. His goons. LA Knight says his goons. When the lights go down, Bray's lights go out. Okay. Well, maybe we won't get Bray tonight. Maybe that's it. Maybe we just get the LA Knight promo. Cole says we'll see what Bray's. No Bray tonight. Might just be that might be it. But we are getting one of the coolest entrances in wrestling. Karrion Kross and Scarlett on their way down to the ring. All right, let's go. I can't wait to see this entrance at WrestleMania. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I can't wait to see him wrestle Bray. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It is. Yeah, he's a heel. Bray's a face. It's going to happen. And I can't wait. Oh, my God. Can't wait. Emma and Scarlett. Oh, smack across the face from Emma. I'm thinking, are we gonna? No, we might not get anything from Bray tonight, Dalton. Might just be the LA Knight promo. They're gonna leave that lie a little bit. Maybe I'm not really surprised by that. Also, they might be giving Bray a little bit of time off. Sometimes you get a week off for the holidays and stuff. And being that he was wrestling through Christmas, he was at all those house shows. The Madison Square Garden one that was right after Christmas Day, and he was at a bunch of stuff. So maybe they're giving him a little bit of holiday time, a little bit of time, afterwards before he gets going. So, I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that. They might want to have everybody just kind of relax and wait what he's going to say, like what's going to be next. But this here, are we going to get a mixed tag match? Are we going to get a mixed tag match? Which would be really interesting. Kross and Scarlett. I really want to see Scarlett wrestle. I know she can, and I really want to see that. So I'm hoping that we get that Madcap Moss and Emma versus Scarlett and Kross. I think that would be cool. Mark says, to me, the fact that we didn't get Bray tonight tells us something. I don't know what. Well, it's a little more mystery, Mark. It's a little more, you have to dwell on that now, right? Like dwelling on what's going through Bray's head after he got attacked by Howdy, so that we all have to dwell in it now. We don't know. But I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. Let it simmer for another week. We got a few weeks to the Rumble. He's going to be at the Go Home show. He's going to be on probably before that. So let it simmer. You don't want to know too much about that Pitch Black match. Better off we're surprised. So I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. Liv is on SmackDown. Yes. I was going to use part of the Women's Rumble to go to the restroom and get nachos from the concourse area. If you tell me I should watch them, I'll have to go during. Yeah, I would not watch that. The Rumble matches this year, I think, have a good chance of being filled with more surprises than normal. I think Triple H's creative is going to go back to what the Rumbles used to be like with surprise entrants and stuff. So I wouldn't look away from that. The rumors are that Naomi's coming back soon as well. So Naomi could show up there. I think you're going to see a lot of, imagine we see Nick Aldis for the men. Imagine we see Mickey for the women. Imagine we see Eric Young for the men. I think you're going to see a lot of surprises in this year's Rumble. So I wouldn't leave for the Rumble matches. No Bray on SmackDown. I don't know, the King. It doesn't look that way. We still have an hour and 15 minutes to go. We might get something from him. Hey, guys, remember too, the last few times LA Knight cut a promo, remember what happened to him. Remember what happened to him. He was attacked in the back. So, don't give up on it just yet. It's early. We still have some time. Dalton, she was just backstage. A segment declaring for the Rumble. Yes, Liv. Mm-hmm. Hey, Wrestling Lane, how are you? Yes, I am by myself. I'm flying solo tonight. Yes. Jeff got the night off celebrating his birthday. Tazzy couldn't make it. So it's just me, myself, and I. Love that song from the 80s. Me, myself, and I. This time maybe Bray does attack him next week. Yeah, I'm okay with it. We got a really big goings on that happened with him last week. We are getting a mixed tag. We're getting it right now? Damn. I didn't even see that. All right. I was thinking they might wait for a pay-per-view with this, but okay, here we go. All right. Jody's out of town. Yes. Yeah, she's out of town with her job and visiting. She was visiting Brittany Kay yesterday. I know she's still there. De La Soul. Yes. Me, Myself, and I. Good song. All right, here we go. Emma and Scarlett in the ring. I want to see, like I said, Scarlett wrestle. You know, I know, like I said, I know she has. So I'm really curious to see what Scarlett looks like in the ring. Nice clothesline there by Emma, and down goes Scarlett. Scarlett over in that far corner. Here comes Emma over in, and another shot to Scarlett. Scarlett goes down. Oh, all right. Emma with all the momentum here goes for a cover. 2. Nope. Kick out. Bray might not be at SmackDown because there's a live show tomorrow. Yeah, there could be a lot of reasons. Like I said, he could be getting some time off. Nice shots from Emma. Emma was amazing in Impact Wrestling. Really was. 1, 2. Nice bridge. In more ways than one. Sorry. Scarlett is a stunning woman. Very, very stunning woman. I mean, it looks like she could go, but it's another thing to get in the ring and do it. Yeah. Emma with the cover. Cross is going to get in and pull Emma off of Scarlett. Emma, you better back away. I don't think Cross is above hitting a woman. Oh, Emma with a smack across the face. Cross kind of digs it. Oh, here comes Madcap. Madcap Moss. I definitely want to see something from Scarlett, and it's the Theraflu talking. Speaking of that, Cardona and Green. Yeah, Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona could very well happen. You all know Bray don't show up until towards the end. Yeah, he could still be on tonight. We don't know. Like I said, it could just be an attack backstage. Oh, Tennille just got dumped. Or Emma, as I'm calling her, Tennille. Dashwood. Emma just got dumped over the table. Madcap just took that patented shot. And this one's over. Cross jacket again to Madcap Moss. He's had this done to him several times. And again, Cross is not letting it go. He does. And that's 3. There is a Cross holding up the 3. 3 times. 3 times he's choked out Madcap Moss. And he's holding up Madcap. Madcap's out. And what do they do? What are they sticking on his face? Oh, a Rey Mysterio mask? Cross wants Rey Mysterio. Seth Rollins has known Scarlett since he was in the Independents, and he gave an interview a few years back where he praised her very highly, and the real-life Scarlett is an absolute sweetheart. Oh, there's that card now on the body of Madcap Moss. And the red lights. Dalton says, I'll be at Saturday night's main event tomorrow night. Awesome. Have a good time, dude. What if they do a backstage segment this time with Bray talking to Uncle Howdy? Cross talking to Ray. I'm guessing we getting Cross and Rey Mysterio at the Rumble. Okay, I'm all right with that. As much as I love the Zack Ryder character, if they bring back Matt, I hope it's as himself and it gets a big push. To me, he's proven himself since he's been away. Yeah, he's had a hell of a year. WWE kind of did Matt dirty, and I want him to come back and get a major push. Wow. Most watched SmackDown in over 2 years last week. See, and this is what leads into my whole thing of calming down about the Vince stuff. It's not like they're struggling. It's not like they're not doing really well. So just chill. This was a surprise, wasn't it? Were you guys all shocked? Not so much that Charlotte showed up, but were you shocked that she took that title off Ronda so quickly? And the fact that Ronda accepted the challenge and it counted, it was pretty cool. Dominic announced an engagement to his high school sweetheart. Dominic's in jail. How did he announce that? Dominic's serving time. Hard time. Robbie says, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Uncle Howdy tonight. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes it's hard to predict this kind of stuff, like the right after the New Year stuff, because again, like I said, they like to sometimes give people some time off. So the fact that Bray was wrestling all the way through at the house shows and stuff like that, maybe he's just getting to celebrate a little bit of the holidays with his family, and they're just giving him a little bit of time off. Look at that look on Ronda's face when Charlotte walked out. All hail the queen. Charlotte says, I'm challenging you tonight, and Ronda accepts. Shayna Baszler didn't want her to do it. Charlotte just went right after her. Big boot. And there's a boot to Shayna Baszler. Charlotte was in Ronda's in no condition. Ronda did try the submission, didn't get it. Charlotte rolled her up. And we'll see if we'll get a rematch. What do y'all think of Charlotte Flair as a face? Different, right? I'm okay with that. Charlotte can do anything. Charlotte's amazing. She really is. Wrestling Lane, I don't necessarily agree with that. It's a different version of her. She's not the typical heel. I don't know. Here's my question to you, I guess, in retrospect here. Would you rather have Ronda continue? People were kind of underwhelmed with Ronda's championship run. I don't think there was really a ton of great there. So I don't know. In a way, your comment is true, but she's boring because she's good. And there's not a whole lot of people who are on her level. But what are you going to do? You know, that's unfortunately, unfortunately they lost Sasha Banks, and Sasha and her had some great matches together. So without that person to counter her, I don't know. Like, now the question is, who goes after Charlotte that looks like she can beat her, right? That's what you got to wonder. Like, who's next for Charlotte Flair? Because who's believable to go against Charlotte? There's not many, right? Bianca, Becky, but we've seen that before. It's been there, done that. So I don't know. I mean, could a Chelsea Green come in and wrestle Charlotte? I'm all right with it. I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. Listen, she's just really, really good. She's really, really good, and there's not much. You're gonna have people who don't like her. She knows she's good, and she talks about that. So, and she is. She just, like her or not like her, you have to admit she's good. She's good at what she does. So, if Ronda and Shayna go after the tag titles, who feuds with it? Well, yeah, that's what I was just asking. It's a good question. I don't know. I've always supported Ronda since day one. Yeah, I'm not saying Ronda's bad. I just think Ronda needs a mouthpiece. That's where she's weak. She's not good on the microphone. Ronda, to me, needs a mouthpiece. Jeff and I spoke about this on our Sunday show once. Ronda would be so good with Paul. Imagine Paul Heyman with Ronda Rousey. Fantastic. I think that would be an amazing pairing, because that's what Ronda needs, I think, to get her to a next level in wrestling. She needs a mouthpiece behind her. So I think, I just think her mic skills just aren't up to par. So I think that with somebody like a Paul Heyman or someone like that would really help her out. Charlotte is boring and stiff only over because I don't agree with that, TJ. I don't agree with that. Charlotte made her own way. I don't agree with that at all. She's a very good wrestler. Very, very good wrestler. Say what you will. And again, like I said, nobody has to, you don't have to like her. A lot of people don't. But you can't say she's not good at what she does. You just can't say that. There's no argument for that. So, yeah, I don't agree with that. Build her up again. I wouldn't have Ronda continue. I would have put the title on Liv. Liv had the title, Wrestling Lane, right? She had it. And don't get me wrong. I like Liv Morgan. I like her spirit. I like her positive, I like how she wrestles. She's filled with energy, but I don't know that Liv is believable. And maybe she will be someday. I just don't know that she's believable as an opponent to the women that are, you know what I mean? Like the top of the chain. So I know she's got a huge following like Alexa Bliss. But I just, I don't know. I wasn't impressed with Liv's title run. I wasn't. I loved when she won it. It was a fantastic moment for her, and you can never take that away. But I wasn't impressed with her title reign. So pairing her with Heyman would be cool. Oh, I agree. I give Ronda a mouthpiece would be fantastic. Would be absolutely fantastic. No, there you go. The King. Jerry Lawler's Barn Grill. Oh, and look who was there. Drew and Sheamus. Putting back a pint. Sheamus and Drew putting back. Remember when they had that bar fight during COVID? That was pretty good stuff. The COVID era was really, really tough, really difficult. No fans, and I would never, ever want to go back to that again, because for wrestling, it was very weird. And the wrestlers had such a hard time wrestling because the fans are everything to them. But we did get some really fun matches from there. The cinematic things that they did, and Sheamus in that bar, and the stuff that Bray did, and the Undertaker's match, and so we got some fun stuff from that. We really did. What if Drew turns on Sheamus tonight? Okay, that's interesting. I think he's at a secret location trying to channel the Fiend. Still talking about Bray. Oh, I know. So many of you are probably going to be disappointed if Bray doesn't show up tonight. It'll be the first time in a while he hasn't been on a SmackDown. Still have an hour to go. Banger after banger after banger. After banger. After banger. He got the whole bar doing it. Oh, that would have been cool. I would have liked to have been in there doing that. After banger. After banger. While we have this little break, if you're new to the channel, please make sure and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're approaching, I think, 3,600 subscribers, so thank you. Please make sure you do if you haven't done so already. Please make sure you hit a like on the stream for us tonight as well. It really helps us out on YouTube. And also make sure you share if you know anybody who might be interested in our content. Also make sure you hit the notification bell to be notified about when we have future content. So thank you very much. Charlotte Flair on her way down to the ring. I'm sure we'll hear some of her what she's done, why she came back when she did. Let's hear what Charlotte has to say. Michael King. My feeling is that if he doesn't show up tonight, it's not the end. Yeah, no, it's no big deal. No big deal. you gotta let stories play out sometimes, and sometimes nothing is better than too much, if that makes any sense. You're probably not going to find out a whole lot about whatever this pitch black match is going to be. If I had to guess, it's going to be very, very odd. I don't think you're going to hear too much about it. People are assuming it's going to be like a lights on, lights off match that Wendy Chu had in NXT, which I could see. I'd love to see Bray in the dark room doing the promo leading to the match, and at some point, as an Easter egg, you see Papa Shango's staff. That would definitely be that'd be different. Probably respond next week. Kai says, "Where's Dom? Dom is not on SmackDown. He's on Raw usually, and right now I think he's in jail." We got the woos, woo, in the crowd. Woo. They kind of like a face Charlotte. There's a big smile on her face. She's all energetic, right? I kind of like a face Charlotte. Did you miss your queen? Charlotte says. Said, I missed you guys too. See, this is a nicer side of Charlotte. Payback's a bitch. Just ask Rhonda. She knows. What are they chanting? Thank you, Charlotte. Oh, boy. Wow. Wow, she's gone for 8 months. Damn, it's hard to believe. I know she was gone for a while. I didn't realize it was that long. Thank you, Charlotte Chance. Yeah, that's different, huh? She's got the meeting out of her hands, doing a little bit of everything. Cheering, booing. What am I drinking? I am drinking. It's Polar Diet Cream Soda. It's my favorite soda. I really like it. Some diet sodas can be lousy, give you a bad aftertaste, but I like it. It's good. No sodium in it. It's not A&W. It's Polar, actually, with the big P. Charlotte says she will knock down any obstacle or anyone that stands in her way. Derek, if you haven't tried the Polar one, try it. It's good. I like cream soda as well, but Polar is really good if you can get your hands on it. It's not easy to get. $14 times. See, that's what I mean. Like her or hate her, you can't fight 14. Sonya Deville? Sonya Deville getting thrown to the fire. Okay. Sonya Deville. The hillbillies in the building. She said, I think there should be an asterisk next to number 14. Be a half-dead Ronda Rousey. That's funny. How many times is Ric Flair? Oh, man, I don't know the number off the top of my head. Charlotte's 14 right now. 17? Is it 17 for Flair? I know Cena's only one behind him. Got to remember those Ricks were in several different promotions and companies. Cena's were all in WWE. 17, that's what I thought. Yeah, thank you, Isaac. Sonya saying, put your title on the line right now. Yeah, Cena's only one behind. Orton's 15. Challenge accepted. Wow, we're gonna get another title match. Okay, see now this is okay. Yeah, the referee's in the ring. See, this kind of stuff is okay. We're gonna have a title defense, impromptu title defense from Charlotte Flair. Okay, I like this. I like this. Big boot from Charlotte, and down goes Sonya. And a commercial. Okay. Zeke says, I won't be mad or upset if he doesn't show up tonight. The man's been nonstop on every show. Yeah, well, not just that, but he's been on the house shows too. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, I think everybody deserves a little time off. And the wrestlers do tend to take some time off during the holidays. Bray had to work through the holidays and do a lot of those house shows, which could have been to get him prepared for the match. He hasn't wrestled in a long time, so had to get him prepared for the match a little bit. He did break his finger as well, if you didn't hear. So he has a broken finger, so maybe they're letting him just rest up, before the Rumble. Yeah, I'm not shocked by it. I wasn't 100% convinced he was going to be here tonight. You did get a little bit of a promo from LA Knight as well on the bump. So it seems to be LA Knight's turn to talk a little bit. So I'm not really surprised by it. It's not going to shock me if he doesn't show up on tonight's show. Yeah, I'll watch backstage segments. Oh, yeah, always. Hey, you always got to keep your eye out for backstage segments because sometimes you might just see that pop up on your screen, right? Might just see that pop up on your screen. I brought some props. I brought that too. Uncle Howdy. Revel in what you are. This mask is so cool, guys. If you are a Bray Wyatt fan, you really need to own it. It's honestly, and I have behind me on my shelf, I have the Fiend mask. I had the Burn Fiend mask, which was a complete disaster. I have a lot of masks that I own. This Howdy mask is made phenomenally well. It really is cool. If you're into collecting masks, wholeheartedly recommend it. It's so good. So it's well worth it. It's well worth it. The Fiend mask was so expensive. They were over $100. And I'll be honest, the Fiend mask is all latex, right? The face was latex, and they had the buckles on the sides for the straps. This one though, this is a hard PVC, and the inside of it's cushioned. It's really well made. Really worth the $50 or what is it, 59? Definitely worth it. If you're a Bray fan, definitely a must-have piece. It's really, really cool. I'm sure they're going to make a Howdy one too. Whether they make the half mask, I'll probably be buying that too. Loving Charlotte as a babyface. Yeah, listen, it's different. She's obviously accepting challenges for her title. So, it's not going to be where you never see Charlotte wrestle for the title, except for pay-per-views. I like this. I'm okay with this. Nice to see something different from her. Do y'all think Charlotte will follow in her dad's footsteps and be the women's champion that many times? It could very well be. She's young. It's not like she's going to be retiring anytime soon. So sure, why not? That could be, a lot of people ask why would John Cena be the one to ever eclipse Rick, tie him, but a lot of people were saying, nah, it wouldn't be right. I think if anybody would eclipse Rick, it would be Charlotte. So maybe Charlotte, and I'm sure he'd be perfectly fine with that. That if she won more titles than he did. Remember the story of Charlotte? The reason why she even began to wrestle was because of her brother. She had no interest in it really. And, in fact, she really wasn't that fond of it because she never got to see her father. So it was because of her brother that she went into this career. And I mean, just look what she's done for herself. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Sonya over into the corner, big boot from Charlotte to the side of the head. Sonya goes down. Charlotte saying, come on, Sonya, big clothesline. And another. And here we go, the chops. Woo! 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 So if it's not Charlotte, guys, and obviously a lot of you don't like her, who is your favorite female wrestler in WWE? Let me know in the chat. Who's your favorite wrestler in female wrestler in WWE? Let me know. Let me know who your favorite is. I know I saw some people say Liv Morgan. I know a lot of people love Alexa Bliss. So I know she's got a big fan base. Let me know who your favorite female wrestler is right now. Cover for Charlotte. Sue. No. Kick out at Sue. TMS says Bayley. Okay. I think Bayley needs to get away from that faction a little bit now. I think she needs to maybe go back on her own a little bit. Alexa, says Isaac. Can I say Mickey? Mickey James is my all-time favorite female wrestler. So, sure. Why not? Mickey is my all-time favorite female wrestler. Big spear from Charlotte. That might do it. Oh, look at this little tongue sticking out the tongue. And she gets her in the figure four and the bridge. We know what this is. We've seen this before. Charlotte taps out Sonya Deville with the bridge. There you go. Little impromptu title match, and Charlotte wins. And now I wonder if do we see Ronda or maybe Shayna come out here? Charlotte blows her a kiss goodbye. Sable for my Attitude Era appears. The Attitude Era. A lot of good ones during the Attitude Era. Isla Dawn in NXT, Alexa on the main roster. Cody Rhodes. Talking about the return of Cody. And this was Dallas last year, of course, at WrestleMania. Big Dan says Becky, followed by Alexa, Bayley, Bianca, Liv, Scarlett, and Charlotte. Tamina and Natalya for their professionalism and kindness. Natalya doesn't get a lot of respect. Natalya's been around for a long while, and she's very beloved in the back room, back in the locker room. A lot of women really, really like her and respect her. Yeah, promoting Cody, of course. Yeah, well, if he doesn't come back for the Rumble, I'd be shocked. I'd be absolutely shocked. Rhea Ripley says Michael King. Okay. Yeah. Now, this is the promo we got last year when Cody was coming back. So the promo with, about Dusty, of course. Starting to kind of remind us again, right? put that thought back into our heads about why Cody came back. So I'd be shocked if he doesn't show up at the Rumble. Shocked. I guess another good question to put out to the chat is, if Cody does indeed win the Rumble, and if he wins the title, who do you build up against Cody? Who's the heel? Who are you going to build up to fight against Cody? A TMS says Bailey, Rhea, Bianca is the best, are the best at this time. Highlight of 2022. I slightly disagree with Cole on that. To me, Wyatt is number one. Well, oddly enough, Mark, this is one of our categories for our awards show on Sunday is best comeback. So comeback of the year is one of our awards, and both of them, Bray and Cody, were on that list. So little segue into our Sunday show. Come out and find out who won. Isaac says Bronson Reed. You mean Jonah? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Lyra back in the day. All right, what do we got happening next? We've got looks like it's going to be Ricochet and Top Dollar for that spot in the Royal Rumble.
I have to change my pants.
Dustin Rhodes posted that their mom just passed away. Oh, boy, that's terrible. Cody and Dustin's mom. You guys are all on top of these posts. I'm mad at Twitter, by the way. I think I was going to talk about that, and I kind of forgot about it. I'm very mad at Twitter. I didn't know that with this whole Twitter blue thing, when you get that blue check mark now, which is easy as pie to get, it's, you just subscribe to Twitter Blue and you get a blue check mark by your name. So we did it for insiders. But I didn't realize that if you change your photo, right, your profile photo, which I've done before, I've changed insiders, sometimes. And all I did was I wanted to change it for prayers for Damar. And I did. And now the account is being investigated by Twitter because I don't know, this stupid thing with Elon Musk wants to prove that you're not a fake account. So if you change your profile picture with the blue check, you lose the blue check and then they investigate your account. I'm like, are you serious? So yeah, I'm not happy about that. That's ridiculous. Alexa explains her vicious attack on Bianca Belair on Raw this week. So that ought to be interesting. But yeah, this whole thing with Twitter is, it's such garbage. It's such garbage. So silly. I mean, the membership, you pay for the membership. So the fact that they just, okay, well, we're now going to investigate your account and take your check away because you changed your profile photo. Stupid. Like Randy Orton used to say, stupid, right? Stupid. Nothing but a rich billionaire doing this stupid. Yeah, I agree. Was Dustin's mom, Cody's mom is Dusty's second wife, Michelle. Okay. Well, whoever passed away, it was... A lot of people are saying over the last few days that Bo Dallas was seen backstage at WWE events. So, of course, right away, everybody went to the fact that they think now that, of course, Bo is Uncle Howdy, which could very well be. It could be. Moldy Spoon is here. What's up, Moldy Spoon? Hey, yo. Yeah, I know. Well, I did it for the channel because supposedly it gets you more faces looking at your channel. Who even knows if that's true? But I did see an uptick in the amount of people, because now you could see how many people view your posts. And I did see an uptick in the amount of people. And we did get more. We're almost at like 5,000 now followers on Twitter. So it did kind of help. I would never do it for a personal thing. Who would do that? Who cares? But I did it for the channel, but when I saw that the thing was gone, I'm like, where the hell's our blue thing going? And I just looked at it today, and they were like, you can't change your profile pic. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Like, what kind of a fake account would change their profile pic anyway? Like, who cares? Dumb. I thought Elon Musk put out a poll and asked if people wanted him to step down, and they voted yes. And he said he was going to if they did. Well, apparently it didn't. It was showing basketball. College basketball. Yep. Yeah, we're almost getting to the end of football. Super Bowl right around the corner. Yeah, it's just stupid. Like I said, I did it for a channel. We've got Lacey Evans, some martial arts training for Lacey. This is what they should have done when she came back and did all those heartfelt promos. Why they went the way they did with her? Well, that was probably a Vince thing, because it was awful. It was awful. The Cobra Clutch. Oh, look at that. Dude, that's amazing. She's going to use the Cobra Clutch. That's Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, I love that. I love that. Jeff and I spoke about that on a show a few weeks ago. Like, what are they going to do now with Lacey with this whole military thing? And someone said, one of you might have said it actually, about what if Sergeant Slaughter came out with her? Oh my God, that would be awesome. And the fact that she's using his move, I mean, I don't know what kind of health Sergeant Slaughter's in. He's up there in age now, but that would be awesome. That she's using the Cobra Clutch. I love it. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, absolutely, James Chadwick. Yeah, it should have went the Marine route from day one, no doubt. And those promos that she made, they were face promos. They got you on her side. She was practically in tears when she was talking about her background and stuff like that in the military and everything like that. They absolutely should do that. Absolutely. And have her come down to the Stars and Stripes, and all of the things that like Sergeant Slaughter used to do when he was a face. Yeah, that absolutely they should have done that. Absolutely. They just did. It just seemed like they just didn't know what to do with her. But now it looks like they're on track, and that's awesome. She's a talent. Lacey's good. Bring her down, and you know what? It doesn't even matter if you bring her down with the military thing. She could look at Sergeant Slaughter was a face, then he was a heel, and he went and transitioned very easily. So could be amazing. Could be amazing. Yeah, let's have Sergeant Slaughter just walk. Even if he comes down one time with her, would be awesome. Would be awesome. We might get Bray today, or might not get. Yeah, I don't know. It's him. We're running out of time because we've got this match, and then we've got the main event. We've got the Usos against Sheamus and Drew. So we're kind of running out of time. The only thing I could say is if something happens to LA Knight backstage, that would be the only thing I could see maybe happening tonight. And Bray might not even be there to do that. Maybe we see LA Knight leaving the arena and he runs into Howdy or something like that, or sees Howdy, something along those lines. But I don't. We're definitely not getting him in the ring tonight, I don't think. Top dollar with a kick to the side of the head from Ricochet. Remember, this is for a qualifying match to be in the Royal Rumble. Now, Ricochet has been pretty hot lately. Been winning some big matches, so we'll see if he gets better of the big man and wins this. Ricochet going up top. Wow, shooting star press. 1, 2. Wow, that was good. It was quick. It's almost a squash. Damn. Wow, that was fast. Ricochet made quick work of him. Wow. Jeez, I figured that lasts a little longer. Damn. Flop dollar. Yeah, man. Wow, that was I didn't expect that to go that fast. LA Knight leaves the ring and we hear dueling banjos played by Howdy and Harper, but we listen from the back. Top Dollar wants to shake the hand of Ricochet. Oh, Ricochet, I don't know if you should do that. Top Dollar might be okay. Oh, let's see now. Okay. Oh, they turned on him. They turned on him. Hit Row is looks like Hit Row is going heel. Yes, they are. Hit Row has turned heel. Oh, they're beating up Ricochet. Top Dollar said, get him up. Get him up. Hit Row has become Death Row. Yeah, you know what? I think these guys are better heels as well. Probably a good idea. Oh. Just slapping him in the head. Uh-oh. Ooh, the crowd's going crazy. Who's coming down? Braun Strowman. Hit Row hits the bricks. Not going to mess with the monster. Remember, Ricochet came out and helped Braun. If only Swerve was still here. Well, there you go. Braun Strowman comes out and helps out Ricochet. There's the bloodline. Minus Sami Zayn still. No Sami's locked out. Roman just staying back there with the wise man. Bring me Sami, he says. Call Shmooly. What is a Shmooly? It's hilarious. It's called Shmooly. Oh my gosh. On the commercial break. So I will just say this. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Really, really appreciate that, or joining me, I should say. Really appreciate you coming out. Also, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the like on the stream for us. Hit that notification bell as well. And please don't forget to make plans to join us on Sunday night at 8:30. If you haven't ever come out for our Between the Ropes show, it's really, really cool. We're not going to have that this week. This is an award show, but we're going to have our 2022 awards that you guys all voted on. We had a record amount of votes this year, which thank you all for doing that. But we're going to have a big show on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Nothing usually on Sunday nights. I know there'll be, I don't even know if there's Sunday night. Yeah, there's Sunday night football this week, but other than that, not much going on in the wrestling world. So come out and check us out on Sunday at 8:30 if you never have before. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be myself and Jeff and Tazzy, probably Jody as well. We're going to give our awards. We're going to read your picks. Then we're going to make the announcements about the membership streams, which I know you people were asking about the memberships. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about the 2023 preview. Jeff's got a big theory about the bloodline, which you don't want to miss. You know, when Jeff's like E.F. Hutton. When Jeff talks about something, people listen. And most of the time he's right. I don't know how that is, but most of the time he's right. So please come out on Sunday and check out our show. It's going to be a really, really good one. And a lot of directions. We're really, really excited about what we're doing this year and the things that we're doing. One of the things that we're promising all of you is that we're going to be much more consistent. By that, I mean, the Sunday show is going to be weekly. Instead of just doing it every other week. SmackDown, of course, every single Friday, Impact every single Thursday. We're going to Abby's every single Monday. Just try to keep it more consistent and some new things on the horizon as well. So please come out and check it out. I think it's going to be a really, really fun show. So please come out and join us on Sunday. What if this ultimately leads Ricochet turning heel on Braun and he joins Hit Row? That'd be different. Bray must have something going on today. Triple H wouldn't leave him off the show if he was, like I said, listen, he could just be giving him some time off. He was working all through the holidays. So could just be having some time off. And they might be wanting him to rest the finger, right? He does have the broken finger. So I'm sure it's not easy to wrestle with a broken finger. So let that heal up a little bit and give him a week off. He won't be off for very long. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back next week. If Scott Hall was still around, would he be a part of creative? Why not? Why not? Scott was a very creative dude. I mean, the characters he came up with, they said that he was the catalyst for the NWO. Basically the NWO was his baby. That was his idea. So why not? Why not? Football, NFL football. This is the last week of the season if you're an NFL fan. Last week of the regular season. My Cowboys still have an outside chance of getting the number 1 seed if Philadelphia manages to lose. Otherwise, we're playing Tom Brady. It'll be me versus Jeff, and I'm not very confident in that. I don't necessarily want to see Tom Brady in the playoffs. Derek, you better lay off that Theraflu. Oh, this is an advertisement for Braun and Gunther, which will be happening at the Rumble. Should be a good one. According to an investment for Comcast. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure they could get there. Another big network. They couldn't get into the fray. Remember, there are a lot of them out there, though. You have HBO Max, or HBO. There's so many out there, and it's going to be very early speculation because the TV deals aren't done till next year. So, this Sunday, yep, the Commanders and Cowboys. The Commanders are playing a rookie quarterback. They're pretty much out of it. They don't have any playoff chances whatsoever. All right. Well, Sami is in the locker room, looking very nervous. Roman says, "Sit." Maybe Roman's going to apologize. He looks a little distraught. Sami looks like a sad puppy. Sami's apologizing. Roman takes a breath. I don't accept your apology. Said he holds himself to a very high standard. I have to control my anger. Wow, is he apologizing to Sami? I think he might be. Roman's apologizing to Sami. He said Kevin Owens was right. He's not mad at Sami. He's mad at Kevin Owens. Said that's not right. KO problem is done. We're going to fix it now. Let's see what Paul has to say. He's giving him the opportunity to redeem himself next week. Uh-oh. It's Sami and Kevin, isn't it? Oh, no. Sami versus Kevin. Wow. Isaac says he's going to be there live. Well, Sami's a much happier man than he was about an hour ago. Sami's a much happier man now. He's relieved. Took a deep breath. He feels better now, but he has to wrestle his former best friend next week. Tim saying it's a setup. Oh, it could be. Could be. Depending on where they're going to go with it, it could be. TMS says it's fire. This is good stuff, right? This is good stuff. You know what happens if Sami loses, right? That's just what Wade Barrett just said in the commentary, is that it's a must-win match for Sami Zayn. Now, I mean, we saw Roman's temper when he was disappointed with Sami for losing the tag team match. Do you imagine if he loses to Kevin Owens? And if I had to bet, I would bet you that's what happens. I'm betting he probably will lose that match and just piss off Roman even more. So that's going to be something else. I got to love what they're doing. Got to love what they're doing with this. Usos are the champs for 537 days. It's crazy. Long time. Fight night. Sheamus about to come out from the Brawling Brutes. I'll tell you what, Sheamus has had a good year. He really has. Last year with the Brutes, a good night, good year for Sheamus. He certainly got back into the limelight. It was kind of an afterthought a little bit for a little while, but Sheamus had a really good year. Calvin says the ones, baby. Next week, you might get Pat McAfee back. Possibility. Derek says definitely losing. This story is perfection. I haven't seen a story in wrestling like this in a long time. Yeah, I would agree. He will lose. Kevin has to have the momentum going into the match with Roman, and Roman's just going to get more pissed. So, yeah. Ridge Holland and Butch, I'm not sure. Some time off. Who knows? Drew with the sword. Oh, okay. Michael Cole just said this was supposed to take place last month, and because Drew was injured, he was on the shelf for a little while. They'll find a way to kick Sami out either way. How about the Money in the Bank being in London? That's pretty big for those of you that are overseas. If you saw the poster, those of you who are Alexa Bliss fans, if you look up in the very top of the bus in the window, it looks a lot like Lily. is on the bus. So not really sure why there's a picture of Lily on the bus, but yeah. So, and this is for the tag team titles. So it's our main event. Probably have a commercial or two in between. Vince's Roman Reigns to Sami. You're fired. Haven't done that in a while. Haven't done that in a while. I got to work on some new impressions. Maybe I'll debut some tomorrow on Sunday. I've been trying to work on Dusty Rhodes. Dusty's hard to do. Dusty Rhodes is a little harder to do. I've been working on some, so maybe I'll debut a couple. Let's go Steelers, says Zeke. They can still make the playoffs. Question I have for you in the chat. Actually, we know that Roman's going to drop one of the belts or both at some point. Do you think the Usos will drop the tag team belts first before Reigns? And who do you think they will challenge for the Usos titles? Good question. Trying to think, someone maybe from NXT. I don't know. That's a good question because they really went through, unless they push the Street Profits again. I'm not really. It's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question though, Mark. I'm not really sure. The tag team division in WWE isn't incredibly stacked. So there's people that come and go that, hell, Ricochet and Braun might be a tag team now. You might have the Hurt Business come back. And you know what? I'm okay. If they bring the Hurt Business back, they were kind of tweeners. They were heels, but they were also faces a little bit too. So, hey, the Hurt Business, they might have some tag teams coming up on the horizon that we don't even know about. We'll see, I guess. Creed Brothers. Yeah. Beautiful thing about Triple H's regime, the announcers don't treat us like idiots, and Bayley was able to go to Japan. So, yeah, Bayley and Naomi were both in Japan. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it. Yeah, we haven't talked about her. Mercedes Moné made her debut in New Japan. She looked fantastic, and she took out Kyrie. She's going to have a title shot already in San Jose at New Japan's pay-per-view in February. So she looked amazing. And I talked about this on Impact last night, but my guess with that is I think she's going to kind of go the route of Chris Jericho. I think she's going to try to establish herself out in the world of wrestling a little bit, do some stuff with New Japan. Maybe she shows up in AEW, but if she does, I think it's going to just be for maybe a match there. She's obviously not Saraya's partner. Saraya picked her partner, Toni Storm, so that's not going to happen. But they have a partnership with New Japan, as does Impact. So who knows? Mercedes can show up in either show, and I think she might make the rounds for a little bit, get a little more under her belt, and then when the time comes, maybe in a year, maybe a little more, then she maybe wants to look at the big guns, and maybe she wants to come back to WWE. But you know what she's going to have, like Jericho did, she's going to have a lot more leverage because she's going to be able to say, look what I did, and now this is what I want, and she can then maybe make some demands. So she looked great. Kenny Omega, if you're video game people, and I'm sure a lot of you are, Kenny Omega dressed up as Sephiroth for his match, which was amazing. I am a big Final Fantasy fan. 7 is one of my all-time favorite games. I love the remake, and that costume that he wore was spot on. It was so cool. So New Japan had some good stuff. Had some really good stuff at that pay-per-view. Drew and Jey Uso. I'm sorry, Drew and Jimmy. I get them confused sometimes. They look so much alike. Jay is in there now. See, Michael Cole did too. Keep in mind that Bray Hurt Business Showdown was teased the night Bray. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good call. Chris Jericho. Oh, yeah, Chris will definitely be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. No doubt. Hell, I remember Chris Jericho's Y2J entrance. Oh, my God. One of the most iconic entrances ever in wrestling. When he came back for the year 2K was so cool. Drew kicks out. I guess Wade Barrett will be the odd man out when Pat McAfee decides to come back. It'll probably be Pat and Adam Cole. They were really good together. But Wade probably will go back to NXT, possibly, and join Booker T. But yeah, or maybe he'll go to Raw. They at one point had a 3-man team, so maybe he'll go to Raw. But I'm sure Pat, when he comes back, will be with Michael. The Viking Raiders. You're talking about against the Usos? Maybe. The Viking Raiders are kind of, they're kind of, not really sure whether they're faces or heels. But yeah, could be. Gun of Arden. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but we can't show video. I'm sorry. We get kicked off faster than you could blink. It's a watch along, and that's exactly what it is. So we do a watch along and do commentary. We can't show video. That is against the law, and our YouTube channel would get taken down, and nobody wants that. SmackDown's going to be a 3-man booth. Okay. Yeah, well, either way, it's all right. Be okay with that. Jey Uso coming back in now. They're both double teaming Drew McIntyre. Solo Sikoa on the outside. Remember, he's out there. Always a threat. Reunite DIY, Gargano and Ciampa to dethrone the Usos. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what the injury status is on Ciampa and how long he's still going to be out, but yeah, that'd be okay. WWE interested in Hikuleo. And here comes the commercial. A lot of rumors about the New Japan people, like where they might end up. Jay White's getting a lot of traction that he might go to AEW. I'm sure that these companies are looking into that. Both are working with New Japan. WWE had to allow Carl Anderson to go there. So you never know. Somebody talked about that the quote unquote open or the forbidden door is now kind of a screen door and not a full-fledged steel door or wooden door. But it's more of a screen door now that people seem to be, kind of looking into that a little more. So, yeah, who knows? Dragon Lee. Yeah. Dragon Lee could debut at the Rumble. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible, Brandon. It's possible. Like I said, I really think that this is going to be a must-watch Royal Rumble because I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to show up. Of course, main roster people and everything like that, but I think there's going to be a good amount of surprises, I think, at this Rumble. Do you think we'll see Mercedes All Elite? Oh, I don't know. Listen, AEW has to start giving their women more time. It's been an issue with them, and it kind of still is. With the exception of a few names, Jade Cargill, Britt Baker, so with the exception of a few names, they need to make more time for their women. More than one match a week. It's been going on for a long time now, so they need to get a little more time for their women, and get them a little more exposure before I would think to start adding more people, because you're not seeing the ones they have with enough regularity. So, I think they have good people there. They have great superstars there. I mean, some of them are amazing wrestlers, but you got to spotlight them. You got to give them some time. No, I don't think Sasha will return, Isaac. I think really that she's going to stay in New Japan. I think she wants to be over there. She's going to probably win that title, and she'll carry that title. And then she's, I think, going to wrestle in New Japan. Remember, New Japan's not as grueling because you don't have as many of the matches and stuff like that. Plus, New Japan is now on Access TV. It's on American TV, so we get to see that stuff. So you will see her in some of that. And you know, she can with being with New Japan, you have the freedom to you can go to other promotions and stuff. Like I said, she can show up in Impact. You know, they have people from New Japan come into Impact all the time, and I say this all the time. I would put up Impact's women's or knockouts division against any women's division in any wrestling promotion, and I would probably hold them even a little bit higher. They have amazing athletes there. And so, you know, hey, remember a few years, Sheamus using, of course, the clubbing blows here and crowd counting along with him. Remember a couple of years ago, I think it was not last year, but the year before, Mickie James had a all women's event that was working through TNA and Impact and some other companies. That could even be something that if that happens, that Sasha might show up for, Mercedes might show up for that, you know? Yeah. She's a big star now. She really is. She's a big star now. You know, she's in movies. She's on TV shows. You know, she's gonna do her own thing, I think, for a little while. Cover and gets a 2. Solo Sikoa never looks impressed. Never looks impressed. Looks like they're pretty packed there with the crowd. Nice crowd they have there. Trending number 1 in the United States, SmackDown. Both of the Usos now going up to either corner. Drew McIntyre gets to one. Sheamus gets to the other. And here we go. Both men. McIntyre's got one up on his shoulders. Sheamus has one on the other. We're going to get simultaneous. Yes, we are. Cover 1, 2, no. Sami eating popcorn. If Monet goes to Impact, you and Jeff, oh man, it would be awesome. It'd be awesome. Yeah. If Mercedes can fry. Hey, maybe Mercedes will pull a Kenny Omega. Remember when he was doing the belt collector thing? And he was going and getting belts from every other promotion? And he won the Impact title. Doing the Mercedes can pull that all over again in the women's division and win their title. Yeah. Why not? McIntyre on his way back in, ducks underneath the clothesline. Neck breaker. Another one. Kip up from McIntyre. We got a few minutes left. Drew over the top ropes and down on both of the Usos out on the floor. Rolls him back in under the ropes. McIntyre now. Oh, he's looking for it. Claymore gets it. 1, 2. Oh, yes. Last second save. Wade Barrett said they have impeccable timing, you think? I mean, you didn't even see him come in and do that. He just rolled his body at Drew. That was close. That was close. Sami is throwing popcorn at the TV screen. Paul Heyman looking at Sami like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting popcorn? Avoids the Drew spear, and Drew basically spears the post. Sheamus tags his butt to tag himself into the match. Drew goes down on the apron. Sheamus, no, a blind tag. The Usos do this a lot. Made a blind tag. Sheamus didn't see it. There we go. That's probably it. 1, 2. No, Drew gets the save this time. Wow. Baby Nate was right there to see it. It's the popcorn. Yeah, I thought that was over right there. Drew trying to help himself up. Is Solo going to get involved here? Is he going to cost him the match? McIntyre gets tossed out of the ring. Glasgow kiss. Oh, look out, Solo. Yep. The spike into the barricade, and we just set up our next match here. Samoan. Who is that? Riddle? Oh no, Butch. Oh, here comes Butch in. Okay, I thought it was Riddle for a second. The Brawling Brutes are here, and they're beating up on Solo Sikoa. So people want to know where the Brutes were. Well, there they are. Sheamus. 1, 2. Again. Well, McIntyre's out of the picture. Sheamus now 1-on-2, and he's going up in a high-risk move off the ring post. Comes down on both of the Usos now. Jimmy is in there. And now here comes Jay. Now he got caught up in the ropes. 1, 2. A little leverage from Jay, and they win. Just look at Sami with the popcorn. Sami with the popcorn all over the place backstage. Usos win. Good match. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn next week, and they're billing it as the most important match of Sami's career. $537 days and counting. There you go. That's it. So no Bray Wyatt tonight. It's going to make for interesting discussion on Abby's. Won't be all that much to talk about. So no Bray Wyatt tonight for those of you that came out to in hopes that we would get some sort of answer from Bray. We did not. So they're going to hold off on that for a week at least. So, and like I said, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Sometimes it's good to let that lie for a little bit, and it could be for a bunch of different reasons. But whatever. I'm sure we'll see Bray next week. So, he said to the Hellfire, hashtag do the do. Brandon Wayne Lewis, yeah, give us your scores, or give me, us. I'm used to saying us because I never do this alone. Let me know what your scores are for the show. Give me your scores that Brandon already did, a 10 out of 10. Let me know. See, I'm still saying us. It's really weird. Let me know what you thought of tonight's show, of tonight's SmackDown. I thought the matches were pretty good for the most part. I thought the Charlotte Flair thing where she's putting up the title is pretty interesting. And, I don't know if she's going to continue to do that, but, it's something different. Of course, this match, the main event was really good. We had some that were a little crazy. The Ricochet thing, I didn't see that coming. Basically, what was a squash match for all intents and purposes. I really didn't see that coming, but they did that for a purpose to turn Hit Row to heels. So, method behind the madness. There's Bray in a live main event. Isaac says 9.5. John says 9. Solid main event. Dylan says 8. Bonker says 8. Sean Rousset says 8.5. Robbie Nick says 8.5. Dan says 10 out of 10. We'll watch the actual show on Hulu sometime next week. Cool. Well, yeah. Hey, I thought it was a good show. It was an entertaining show. no real surprises, I don't think, or anything this week, but that's going to be the stuff I think they're going to save now for the Rumble and things like that. We're very close. We're only like, what is it, 3 weeks away from the Royal Rumble now. So, I don't think you're really going to see anything huge in the way of any kind of surprises or anything. But the big thing I think tonight was the whole thing with Sami and how Roman kind of just snapped and he lost his temper, right? And just flipping out on Sami Zayn and the look on Sami's face, that look of horror. And then, of course, we saw him apologize to Sami, but then made a match where it's going to have to be Sami against his best friend. So Sami against Kevin Owens. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. I'm sure that'll be the main event next week. So see where that how that plays out in this storyline that we've got going on with that. John G says a 9 out of 10. Dylan, 8 out of 10. Bonkers with an 8. Sean Rousset, 8.5. Robbie, Dan, 10 out of 10. I said TMS says 7.75. Jason P says 7.5. Shane says 8. I just liked all what the Bloodline did in the show. Okay. Michael King says 9 out of 10. I think Bray wasn't on tonight because they don't want to overshadow the Bloodline and Sami thing. Yeah, like I said, there could be a bunch of different reasons. One being that I think they might just want to let it lie. Let people wonder a little bit more about what's going on and what, exactly what is going on with it, what happened with Howdy and things like that. And there could be other reasons for it too. Like I said, there could be just the fact that they want to give Bray a little bit of time off, heal up that finger and stuff before he actually does have to wrestle. So, all right. Well, that said, make sure please to like the stream for me tonight. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified about when we have future content. And that content is Sunday. And again, if you've never come out to a Sunday show, this would be a great one to do. It's going to be our end of the year awards for 2022. We call them the TIGS Awards, and we'll be reading them all off, and they are your choices. So we'll be reading off what you chose for your awards, and then we'll be giving you ours. And then we'll go to our announcements about the membership stuff. So you won't want to miss that. I think it's very, very good. I think you guys will really, really like it. And then we're going to do our look forward to 2023 in the world of wrestling, which I'm sure there will be probably talks about the Bloodline and Vince McMahon and all that kind of stuff. There'll probably be some talks about all of that during that show. All right. And then, of course, Abby's Window, if we have it, we'll keep you posted on that with Jody, and we will let you know. Okay, well, I guess that is going to do it for us tonight. Really appreciate you guys coming out and joining me. Again, if you haven't done so already on social media, wish Jeff a happy birthday. I asked him to tell me his age, but he said people don't get it right. They always make him younger than what he really is, which is, hey, nothing wrong with that, right? So yeah, wish Jeff a happy birthday on Twitter or on Facebook or whatever it is you're on. I'm sure he's enjoying it tonight, the dinner that he had with his kids. And yeah, I hope to see you all on Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for our awards show. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Please stay safe. Please be kind to one another. And hopefully I'll see you all for our next show. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you all soon. Good night, everybody.